Okay, welcome to another Pixel Heads tutorial. This week's tutorial I'm going to show you how to draw, or rather actually build, the monster for our Hot Rod Monster t-shirt. This guy right here. Tools you're going to need, of course, are Adobe Illustrator, and any version should work, as we're mainly just messing around with layers and scaling and things of that nature. And you're also going to need a copy of the Go Media Arsenal Hot Rod Pack, Hot Rod Monster Pack. It does cost $10. No, I'm not going to make any money off of it, but I do use Go Media for a lot of different things. It really helps for the deadline factor of getting things put together really fast. I'm not the best artist or the fastest artist in the world sometimes, so these packs really expedite things. So if you already have your own art, that's great. But if you don't, I'm going to show you how to use this. So let's go ahead and open up our vector pack in Illustrator, which should look something like that. So from here, we're going to start making layers. And it's pretty easy. If you don't know where your layers are, it's this button right here. It pulls up your layers. There's also, if you can't find it that way, you can go up to Windows, Layers. Pulls up the same window. Now, let's go ahead and make a new layer. To make a new layer, you come down to the bottom of the Layers panel, and we're going to pick Create New Layer. It's just going to give us a new layer, Layer 2. You can also name your layers if you want. Double click on the layer, change the name to Monster Head. There we go. And let's go ahead and go over and pick our first monster. Always use, when we're selecting complete elements, which these are, use the black selection tool, black arrow. White one is the direct selection tool. That's going to let us select specific paths, which we don't want to do. We need the whole thing. So take our selection tool, select the monster we want, and yeah, we'll use this guy. And then press Command C if you're on a Mac, or Control C if you're on a Windows machine. And go back to our monster head layer and press Control V or Command V if you're on a Mac. And there you go. He's already pasted in. We can move him around, scale him, and if you want to keep your proportions right when you're scaling, instead of this, just hold the Shift key down and it's going to lock them down. Alright, so we'll just leave him there. Let's go back to our main layer here with all of our elements. And to select multiple elements, if you want, you can just hit the Command key, or Control key, sorry, and that's going to select multiple elements. Let's go back to making layers, and we're going to select just one at a time. The reason is I need to have all of these in different layers because we're going to have to change around the visibility. Let's grab our engine. Definitely need the engine. Probably another set of tires. That in there. Grab some eyes. Yeah, we'll go with those. Grab some hair. Kind of like that. Go with that one. The nice thing about this stuff is whatever you want. There's a lot of flexibility here. Go Media was nice enough to provide a lot of different elements. So might as well take advantage of them. You'll find out later, unfortunately the only thing they didn't include is the left arm, but I'm going to show you how to fake it. Alright, so once we have all of our elements copied into layers, let's start moving these things around so we can see better. See what all's in here. Let's see, there it is. And nose, hair, engine. Alright, let's scale him back down a little bit. Move those eyes over there. Okay, so the engine's going to be our focal point as well as the monster head itself. So let's bring this up. And Mr. Monster Head's going to be driving. Yes, he's driving an engine. We're going to move him around a little bit. Maybe scale him up a little more. Get him up there. I want to see those teeth. There we go. There's some tires. Scale that up. There's big tires on here. Need to put a tire on the other side. And look, hey, we're lucky the layer happens to be on the right side. Sometimes, when you're cutting and pasting all this stuff, it might not wind up in the right place. So you're going to have to maneuver the visibility of these things by coming over, selecting the layer you want, and just dragging it up or down. So let's see, let's grab this layer. We need to have it sitting in front of the engine, and we're going to pull that up to right there. Alright, so a little bit of scaling issue with this tire. Let's go ahead and pull that down, bring it up, scale it up. Some bigger tires here. Oh. Get back up there. And there we have it. You can you get the idea here. I'm not going to waste your time on doing too much of this. So let's bring our arm over. Okay, now we got to bring this layer to the other side of our monster head. This is where it comes in handy if you've named all your layers. It's much easier to find them. So I would suggest getting in the habit of naming your layers. And you can also turn. And there we go. Let's get that right about where we want it. That's looking good. Yeah, we can live with that. Give them some eyes. Ooh, those eyes are too small. Let's get some big eyes on them. Yeah. There we go. Put some hair on this guy. We're going to have to turn it. Sitting on his head here. There we go, a little bit of hair. And we can scale this out. Oop, wrong one. Got to scale this out. There we go. Got some hair. And give him a little nose. Right about, yeah. Broaden it out a little bit. And there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now again, as I said before, we run into an arm issue here. And we can kind of fake it. You can grab another arm that actually may solve our problem here. Alrighty. Do a new layer. I'm going to paste this arm in here. Then I need to reflect it. So in order to reflect something, pull it up here to get a better view. You can go ahead, select it, and then right click. Oops. Transform, reflect. And we're gonna, let's see, let's go ahead and do transform, reflect, horizontal. Okay. Now this is going to kind of give me the illusion of an arm here. Believe it or not. And we need it behind the engine. Right there. There we go. So now, let's scale this down, get it more in proportion with our other arm. There we go. And we can blow this up a little more. And then there you have it. Kind of gives you the illusion of another arm back there that he's driving, and you can maneuver this around and do whatever you need. But The problem we have is there's part of that shifter sticking up there. We don't need that. So what we are going to do is lock down all of our layers except for that arm. And grab your eraser tool, and we're just going to come over and erase that. There we go. And the reason I lock down all the layers is so I don't erase everything under it, and by locking everything down I can be kind of sloppy with my eraser and not have to worry about it. And right now you've got pretty much a completed project. All you need to do is, tweak it how you want to tweak it, get the scaling down to how you want it, and that's what I wound up using. And, next week, this guy's ready for paint, and I'm going to show you how we do that in Photoshop. So thank you very much.